A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John, chapter 7, verses 1 to 2, verse 10, and verses 25 to 30. The passage is taken from the Message version of the Bible. Later, Jesus was going about his business in Galilee. He didn't want to travel in Judea because the Jews were there looking for a chance to kill him. It was near the time of Tabernacles, a feast observed annually by the Jews. But later, after his family had gone up to the feast, he also went, but he kept out of the way, careful not to draw attention to himself. That's when some of the people of Jerusalem said, "Isn't this the one they were out to kill? And here he is in the open, saying whatever he pleases, and no one is stopping him. Could it be that the rulers know that he is in fact the Messiah? And yet we know where this man came from. The Messiah is going to come out of nowhere. Nobody is going to know where he comes from." That provoked Jesus, who was teaching in the temple, to cry out, "Yes, you think you know me and where I'm from, but that's not where I'm from. I didn't set myself up in business. My true origin is in the one who sent me, and you don't know him at all. I come from him. That's how I know him. He sent me here." They were looking for a way to arrest him, but not a hand was laid on him because it wasn't yet God's time. The Gospel of the Lord.
Let us now listen to a short reflection on the Holy Gospel according to St. John chapter 7, verses 1 to 2, 10, and 25 to 30. The Word of God cannot remain silent. St. John the Evangelist makes a great reflection on the journey that Jesus made to Judea and reveals incidents that the other evangelists do not. John observes that Jesus is limiting his activities to Galilee. He avoids going to Judea and the surrounding areas of Jerusalem and does not unnecessarily expose himself to danger. Instead, he waits for his time. Although it is the time of the Feast of the Tabernacles, today's readings does not mention this. The Feast of the Tabernacles was one of the three major feasts of the Jews. Jews from Israel and other countries came to Jerusalem for the feast. Jesus too goes to the feast, but secretly. The secrecy is easy to understand in the light of the threats against Jesus. But Jesus becomes a source of confusion in the minds of many people. Although Jesus has become a target of their religious leaders, he fearlessly speaks and teaches in the temple openly. It is impossible for the Word of God to remain silent. Jesus challenges them saying, "Yes, you know me and you know where I come from." However, that is only partially true. Rather, they thought they knew him. Do we really know who Jesus is? There are many conflicting opinions out there, but to know the real Jesus, we must go back to the scriptures. Read them, pray with them, and live by the Word of God. The Lent invites us to spend time with the Word of God and to make it a practice that goes far beyond Lent.